Gervonta.
He's a problem. He's going to be a problem
for everybody.
He's going to be a problem, bro.
Speed is bananas.
Yeah.
You ever see him shadow box, like throw combinations?
Bro.
Like,
oh, yeah.
Is this sped up?
Better served. He's got a good boxing IQ. Fundamentally solid. He's better served to box on the outside with the always dangerous Tank Davis.
Him too, but he's really come into his own because the guy who was in the gym that everybody saw coming up has been realized now.
Joe Rogan has warned Lamont Roach that Gervonta Tank Davis looks scary in his new training video. He pointed out how fast, sharp, and skilled Tank is. Rogan thinks Tank is a big danger to anyone he fights, especially now that he seems fully prepared for the rematch.
You have to. And for Gervonta, that was perfect because I would love to see Ryan Garcia, the one that we saw fully hydrated against Devin Haney, against Gervonta.
He's a problem. He's going to be a problem
for everybody.
He's going to be a problem, bro.
Speed is bananas.
Yeah.
You ever see him shadow box, like throw combinations?
Bro. Like,
Is this sped up? How are you so fast?
Yeah. It's not fair.
He might have had one of the fastest left hooks I've ever seen.
For sure.
I mean, it's right up there with everybody, all the great left hookers of the past.
But the crazy thing is, like, bro, he don't even bring it out. He just goes from right here.
Right there.
Pa!
Whip. Like a whip.
Teddy Atlas, a highly respected boxing expert, didn't hold back when talking about Gervonta Davis. He says Davis mixes athletic skill, quick reflexes, and smart choices in the ring. Atlas says Davis's boxing intelligence sets him apart from others. His timing, ability to counter, and sense of angles make him one of the most effective fighters today. According to Atlas, Davis's deep understanding of boxing gives him a big advantage over his opponents. That's why he's one of the best fighters in the world right now. Maybe even the best pound for pound.
I like the way that he boxes. He's versatile. You know, he could do a lot of things. He could go get you. He's got the attitude of a fighter. He's not a huge puncher. Obviously, Tank Davis is the puncher in this, but Roach can go get you, but he can box. I think he's better served. He's got long arms, good length. He's better served. He's got a good boxing IQ, fundamentally solid. He's better served to box on the outside with the always dangerous Tank Davis. Box, see if he can get it done. Angles, pot shot, be disciplined enough to do that all night long. I think he should stay away from trying to go on the inside, which again, he's got the attitude of a real fighter, which you love. And I wouldn't be shocked if Roach said, oh no, I'm going to go inside sometimes. I don't know that would be the best choice. He knows how to do it if he wants to. At the end of the day, all of what I said, bud, it's one thing that really makes today. It's not because Tank Davis is just undefeated. It's not because Tank Davis is just a great puncher. He's just a full package. He's really, really the full. I don't make him pound for pound up there. He's up there in the top 5 pound for pound. I don't put him there because he's a puncher. I put him there because he is a complete darn fighter. He can go get you. He can fight in the trenches. He can go to the body, the head. He can use his legs when he has to. He can set traps. He can counter punch.
The boxing world isn't just excited about the rematch. They're glad it's happening so quickly. After the first fight ended with a controversial result, the tension is still high. People are still talking about it on social media and fight forums. By agreeing to a quick rematch, both fighters are using the buzz to their advantage. The timing keeps the story going and helps settle unanswered questions. Many fans respect that Davis didn't let the controversy drag on for months and chose to face it head on right away.
Big credit here because I have a lot of criticism for Gervonta Davis and Canelo Alvarez for the choice of opponents. But at least Gervonta Davis is doing the Mayweather. He's giving the immediate rematch.
Right.
You had a tough fight, you're doing the immediate rematch. I like it.
All right, so what I'm
I need to push back real quick.
Yeah, I knew you would. Go ahead.
Push back. I'm giving the guy credit.
I like Gervonta Davis. I know you talk a lot about his opponents and whatever, and you're talking about the Lamont Roach.
We're not going to go pick a... But okay, find me a less than a 10-1 underdog and he fought on pay-per-view.
Look, I'm talking about this fight right here. Look at the first fight. So picking Lamont Roach, you're saying, oh, he's basically cherry picking is what you're alluding to. He has a history with the guy. They've been in the gym together. They sparred together. They fought in the amateurs. He knew the level that Lamont brought. Also, Lamont's one of those guys. You ask anybody in the boxing world, they know how good Lamont is, and it's like his record. You know, leading up to him getting to the title shot or getting his title win, it's kind of like, the Jamel Herring fight's really hard to forget. He struggled with some guys that you wouldn't expect him to, but he's really come into his own because The guy who was in the gym that everybody saw coming up has been realized now. So I don't think Gervonta Davis was handpicking an easy guy in Lamont Roach. Stylistically, listen, Gervonta's team's not dumb. They look at what this guy can do and where he can give him troubles, and it certainly worked out that way. Did they overlook him a little bit in terms of being like, I beat him back then. He struggled here and there. I'm just too good. I'm on a different level. I think that Lamont really stepped up. So I'm going. So, Gervonta's that good, but guess what? So's Lamont.
So I was exaggerating. That's what you're saying. I'm exaggerating.
You tend to be hyperbolic at times. Yes.
How dare he?
Joe Rogan, who's always quick to praise skill, pointed out a special part of Davis's fighting style. He said Davis doesn't rush in wild in the early rounds. Instead, he watches and learns his opponent's rhythm, habits, and weaknesses. Once Davis figures out how his opponent moves, that's when he attacks. Rogan thinks this patience is what makes Davis so dangerous. He sees the rematch as a chance for Davis to use this skill even better. According to Rogan, if Davis studies Roach's style early on, he could get a fast and clear knockout.
Oh, no, it's actually my fucking wake up from my nap alarm.
You got naps incorporated into your day?
Not always, but just in case, you know.
Every now and then.
Yeah,
sleep.
every now and then, little sleep. Not too much though.
How many have you changed as you've gotten older? Have you changed your workout routine? Have you done anything? Yeah.
Yes, no. So I one thing I like to do is obviously shock my body, but I also like to get like long training sessions in. You know, I remember Bernard Hopkins would talk about it a lot, like where he would just do the basics for a very, very long time and just doing it. And it's very boring and monotonous just for me to like just throw one jab constantly, things like that. But I feel that it just like re-sparks maybe things that I should be sharpening up, and it becomes cardio at some point. You know, as I'm doing it for so long, it becomes cardio, and it becomes specific cardio to what I'm doing. So a lot of my sessions, I'll have like a 2 to 3 hour session first thing in the morning when I'm nice and strong and I have the full gas tank. Then I'll take my little break, and then I'll have like another session at night. But it's not always like that. Sometimes when I don't have a fight, I'll do 3 sessions a day, but they won't be like crazy. It'll be maybe a strength and conditioning that lasted about 45 minutes to an hour and 15. And I took a big break. Then I came back in the midday, had like a good technique session where I'm just focus on positions that I'm not efficient and just doing them over and over and over. And I used to do a lot more live.
In the first fight, something was off with Davis. His movement seemed slow, and his punches didn't feel as strong or focused. Maybe he was distracted or too confident, but he wasn't sharp. Now that's changed. New clips from his training show a very different Davis. One who looks focused, calm, and alert. He's treating the rematch like he has something to prove, and you can clearly see the difference in his focus this time.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, it would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He seemed a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he said, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids, and I had the same thing. I went through the same when I fought Andre. That burning my eye, so I cut that off.
If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe for more updates and inside looks at the biggest fights and fighters. Stay tuned and never miss out.